Hey folks, Dan Frio here with your real estate update for December 27th, 2023. Man, we're at the tail end of 2023 and we're about a week away from my 2024 forecast. Ooh, aren't you getting all excited? So, what we're going to do on today's event, we're going to go over mortgage rates, the economic calendar, but then we're going to do something a little different. I went into ChatGPT and asked him a question, probably a question that you guys would ask, and we're going to go through that and see what question, or basically what the top or most 5 asked questions, the top 5 most asked questions by first-time homebuyers. We're going to dissect that, and then I also have a special event coming up today at 2 o'clock Central Time with Kyle Seagraves of Win the House You Love. We do it every Wednesday. We come out live and answer any questions that you guys have if you're a first-time home buyer. So, without further ado, let's get over to it. Here's the top 6 products people use when they're buying their first house. These are not my rates, folks. These aren't any individual bank's, rates. Basically, what they are is Mortgage News Daily. They do a fantastic job at this. They survey mortgage lenders all over the country and ask them these 5 questions. If you had a borrower looking to buy their first house, it was going to be their primary home, and it was a single-family home. Those 3 questions, okay, that might be you. And then they have a 740 credit score and they're putting 20% down. That's probably not you. So if that's not you and you want to figure out what kind of interest rate you'd qualify for, or do you even qualify, watch further on in this video because I'm going to go over the top 5 questions people have. It's probably one of those questions that you're going to have for me. So let's get over to this. These are the top 6 products people use. You can see the mortgage rates come down just a little bit. I told you guys last week there's really going to be no activity in the market. Things are just going to be flat through the end of the year. You might see a little bit hiccup here and there, but it'll settle out. And then the first, second week of January, that's when we really start the trading. So not really expecting anything to go on with mortgage rates. You can also go over to the economic calendar for today and you can see Monday there was some news out. Well, no news. It was Christmas. Tuesday, Wednesday, nothing. And then Thursday, initial jobless claims and some other things. So really nothing that came out. On this data, what's going on with the bond market? The bond market seems to like something. What it is, I don't know. And here's how I know. Mortgage rates are going to get better today. How do I know? Well, I'm Nostradamus and I'm all-knowing. No, I don't know that. What I do is I follow the bond market. Mortgage-backed securities, the MBS market. That's a bond that trades on Wall Street. That's yield is the biggest component of your mortgage rate. So that's all you need to watch. A lot of people used to watch in the past the 10-year Treasury. Because the 10-year Treasury, you take that number right there, the yield, you add 1.5 to that. So, you're looking at 5.3 right there is what it would be. Okay, that's not where mortgage rates are. You go over here and look where mortgage rates are. They're 6.67. So there's a big disconnect when it comes to the 10-year Treasury and mortgage rates. So that's why you have to follow the mortgage-backed security bond. Trades on Wall Street. Its yield is the biggest component of your mortgage rate. All you need to know is this. It's simple. Here's the price of the bond. That's what's happening. If the price of the bond's going up, means mortgage rates are coming down. If the price is going down, means mortgage rates are going up. Well, in the last 60 days, we've had the biggest move in mortgage rates that we've ever seen in history. We were started here. This is where the price was down. And then look, that was November 1st. Then look what happened. It went up and up and up and up to the levels we have right now, pushing rates all the way down to about 6.5% from 8%. So that's what's going on. So basically, if the price of the bond's going up, rates are coming down, that's what we want. So that's the economic news for today. So now let's get over to ChatGPT, and I want to show you what I did. Went into ChatGPT. If you've never used this, check it out. And I put in there, what are the 5 most commonly asked questions by first-time homebuyers? What is it? Well, number 1, hands down, how much can I afford? So we're going to come out today, Kyle Seagraves and myself, we're going to come out with a live event this afternoon, and we're going to walk you through these things. And that's going to be our number 1 journey today, or the one thing we want to educate you guys on. So we're going to give you the tools. We're going to give you the tools to figure this out. What are the tools that you need? What do lenders look at when they're trying to look to see if they would pre-qualify you to buy a house? They're going to look at a few things. 1, they're going to look at your credit score. Are you credit worthy? Will you most likely pay this loan back? That's the number 1 thing people look at. Then they start looking at your income. And then based on that income, how much can you afford? Do you have a down payment? Those are the things that we're most interested in. So let's dive in this a little bit. How much can I afford? Well, what we're going to be able to offer you guys in today's event is a mortgage calculator. It's basically says that. How much can you afford? It's the max loan calculator. We're going to show you that. And then we're also going to go through where you can get your interest or your credit scores. Most people think they know what their credit scores are. So let's get over to this and see if you know this. Okay. What do most lenders look at when they're looking at your credit score? It's your credit Sesame, your credit Karma, is your Experian that you got from your Discover card? Probably not. It's probably not any of those. What it is your FICO score, okay? Well, most lenders use the FICO 8. Mortgage lenders use the following scores. Now, here's where it gets confusing. Experian uses the FICO score 2, okay? Fair Isaac uses the risk model version 2. Equifax uses FICO score 5, or Equifax could use the Beacon 5. TransUnion could use the FICO score 4. TransUnion FICO risk score 4. What is it? Well, we're going to give you the link to a system called MyFICO so you can get your actual mortgage scores that we would get as the lender. That's one of the things that we're going to provide you guys today. So we're going to give you the max loan calculator, give you the opportunity to get that, as well as your FICO credit score. So that's what we're going to talk about today. And then here's some of the other pieces on this agenda. What's the difference between a fixed and adjustable rate mortgage? We can answer those at today's event as well. What's the minimum down payment that people are required to have? Should I get pre-approved for a mortgage? And what are the closing costs? So those are what we're going to answer today on our live event. So please join us if you have any of these questions or any other questions that you'd like to ask us. So how do you find that out? Well, go to my website or my YouTube channel. It is the Rate Update with Dan Frio. Here's this. Kyle and I will be live, like I said, this afternoon. So click in there. If you're not already a subscriber, please subscribe down below. Click in this so you get notified every time we have a live event. So if you're out there, like I said at the beginning, and you're like, okay, Dan, how do I get pre-qualified? Who can I talk to navigate this market? Because what I want you to do is I don't want you to disqualify yourself. That's the number one thing that we're trying to educate people to do. Don't follow mainstream media. Don't follow a lot of the YouTubers that are just nay and, it's never a good, everything's just burning down. If you're in the market to buy your first house, please reach out to us. There's a couple of different ways you can do that. Go to therateupdate.com. Now, we do have a new feature out there that I'd like to show you guys. It's the loan estimate. So if you've already locked in at your rate, so remember if we go back to rates not too long ago, about 2 months ago, were 8%. So if you locked in at that time and you still haven't closed and you reached out to your mortgage lender and they're like, well, you're locked in, there's nothing we can do, we'd love to hear from you because we can probably help you out, possibly get you a lower rate, lower fees, or maybe all the above, lower rate and lower fees. That's what's happening in most cases. So how do you do that? Well, just click the loan estimate button. You're going to upload your loan estimate in there. But if you're new to the channel or you're just like, hey, Dan, can I call in? Can I schedule an appointment with you? How do I apply? Well, you can apply, hit the apply now button right there. It's going to ask you a series of questions, then assign you to a mortgage specialist that specializes in the loan you're needing. Or you can go down to the bottom. You can scroll down. You're going to see blogs and other things and different mortgage programs, different mortgage calculators. But if you go all the way down to the bottom, you're going to see 2 other ways to reach us. That is our 800 number, as well as emailing me directly. All that information is right there. So don't forget, guys, that is the end of my video. But if you want to join us back live today at 2 o'clock Central Standard Times, we would love to answer any questions that you guys might have. So please join us then. God bless. Have a fantastic day. If I don't see you later this afternoon, I'll see you tomorrow. Have a great day. Bye-bye.